Hello, today we're going to talk about the review of the companies that reported. It was a pretty good week. I hope everybody had a good week. A lot of I think every single company that I recommended has been up. So hopefully you all got in on the action. I was been a pretty good quarter. I mean, some of the companies reported and they got pretty hit, but that's about how it is majority of all the time, really, with earnings season. You have good ones, you have bad ones, you have ones that are okay. But yeah, I think about every single one I recommended this week did well. I could do another one video because we actually have a bigger earnings week next week. We have like maybe, we have like about 30, I think about 10 next week. So essentially, I'm just going to get straight into it about this week. My comments on it and really how I look at it. Facebook was the first one. It beat it, of course. There was some issues. I think it had to pay some fines and all this and all. And my personal opinion about all that, I think it's all overblown BS. To be honest with you, I don't like it. I think all that, this and that, I think it's all, let's just say I wouldn't be selling the stock just because of some privacy issues and all this crap. And I think that's just overblown. I think it's doing well. The company did well and the stock went up and it beat, or it just keeps, it's one of these companies, everybody just keeps bashing it, but it just keeps doing well. And I think it's going to continue to do well. The next thing is Visa. Obviously Visa had a good quarter. The stock didn't go up that much on the news, but a lot of these companies, they already went up a lot. So essentially, I mean, a lot of them, the market was kind of already pricing it in to have a good quarter and beat it. And it did. So essentially, it did it was a good quarter for them. I think MasterCard reports next week. So essentially, it's kind of a preview. I think MasterCard normally has a little more growth. So essentially, we can see that. PayPal is the next company. Also another strong quarter for them. As I could talk more about them in our cybersecurity, our cashless society report. I'll leave a link on the description on Visa and PayPal. The other company that reported that did well was Southwest. I recommended that a couple times. We got a couple, about a month ago or so, or it was when it kind of dipped down. I think anything below $49 per share is really a good buy around there. So that it also, that was with the Boeing incident and all that going on. I think that was it was just completely overblown. That's very short term. I wouldn't be selling a stock just because of that. I mean, that's kind of stupid. The next one is Alaska Air Group. Also, I think I think that both of these companies are kind of overvalued. So, you can see a growth here, and so I would be holding them. The last company I want to talk about is Amazon, and what Amazon's doing is really it's really almost remarkable what they're doing. I think Amazon is I still recommend it. Even and one thing, it's almost like a tech company mixed with a retail. It's almost it's amazing. It's almost like Google mixed with Microsoft, mixed with Walmart, mixed with almost Netflix. I mean, it offers all that. I mean, it's with Costco. If it's a subscription thing, and I think that's amazing. They want to do 1-day shipping. I think that's really, really good for them. It was a strong beat on earnings. Basically, just blew it away on the earnings side. The growth, the revenue growth. You have to really think about it. I mean, the company is legitly. I mean, the sales of almost 71 billion, that's going to be hard to kind of grow at 40-50%, because if it did, it'd be over 200 billion by in a couple years. So obviously it can't really grow that far. So obviously 17 on the top line. that's still a lot of growth for how much sales it's already doing. But the thing I was most looking for on Amazon is the web service and the cloud services. So that's a really good sign, because I recommend cloud computing and a lot of them. And let's just say I was kind of nervous about them on IBM, because IBM kind of said weak cloud, but I think IBM is kind of outdated. That's why I don't recommend it. Amazon obviously is doing great things with that. That's kind of boosting their top. And the amazing thing like Amazon is really, I think that's what's going to drive their prices even lower. So essentially, and make the competition even harder to compete with them, because essentially you don't have to rely on your grocery business. And the reason usually retailers have a very low profit margin anyway, because there's so much competition, and it's all really, let's face it, whoever does it cheaper, that's who you really shop with. You know what I mean? It's no, I shop there because I like it, or maybe it's because it's close and there's some other reasons. There's some other reasons, but really, especially online, it's all about really how much it has and the best price. So essentially what it does is it can kind of lower some of the prices, because the web services is such a more profitable business, and it can kind of help out that. And I think it's a great thing, and I that's why I like Amazon, and it's growing. And the other thing I want to talk about is a company I didn't recommend. It's Microsoft. And after looking at it, maybe I guess it's one of these companies I don't recommend against it, but it's just one of these companies I don't really pay attention to it, and I don't really focus on it. I don't try to pick all the good ones. I just try to hold on to the best ones I kind of focus on the most. But I had a great cloud number, so I think next week I have some cloud stocks and cloud computing and stuff like that. I'm glad that Amazon and then both of them had good numbers on that. It kind of shows you, and basically what they were saying is there's more demand for it, and that's really what you want to see, especially on a lot of them smaller growth companies that I normally recommend and I like. That's about it for this week. And we also had some GDP growth around 3%. I mean, that's definitely better than expected. I don't think anybody expected that. I didn't. I was shocked when I saw that. I think everybody was expecting lower, like less than 2%. Yeah, I mean, I think the Fed even came out and said they were estimating maybe 2%. And then when you get that 3% number, I mean, that really kind of shocked a lot of people with it. But anyway, that's about it for this week. I go make another video explaining all the companies we have next week. So it's going to be a big week next week. And thank you.